Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first is Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Chargers.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Smith start with a throw here. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signature play to end that drive, and you know this in the NFL. For an explosive run for a touchdown, it takes everybody. Everybody up front doing their job, the receivers on the perimeter. That was just job well done.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard
line. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Home trick right.
To throw, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And a big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Throwing the out route complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go.
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he'll go out to the 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Check. There we go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it 2nd and 4. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 42. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Genty from the gun. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Smith. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he's really manageable second down.
Second and 3 now. Herbert from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Herbert now to throw on third. That one's nabbed by Allen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10, Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Now Herbert again. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He just throws this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Herbert throwing again. He has the first over the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's White on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Smith lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Firing one deep for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers parlay the turnover into a lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
And they're on 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Henley on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Smith to the air now. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's completed right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Cam Hard's up for the tackle that time.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Smith. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun give here to Genty. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
Vacates quickly left side. Going left side, Bowers has it. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Smith setting the throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They're going to run it with Jency. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only 1 yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal from the 2. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Herbert on first down. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw it. It connects down the sideline. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Go. Back 80. 5-9.
Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He finds Johnston. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Smith in the pistol. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, Smith to throw. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve, complete. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
First down from the red zone. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up Cam Hart. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that hit.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, Herbert. Forced out to his right. That one's good to McConkey. That one hits for 30. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Running it with Hampton. Oh, skip ball. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On the counter, it's Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Herbert back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Herbert from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half.
Los Angeles.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete out to the right side. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Smith on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Hey, check.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. He's trying another one deep. Oh, he's got it in close. Touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On return, here comes Davis. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Getting out to his left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And his kick is no good. He missed it, but wait just a second. Looks like the penalty flag might bail him out, Brock. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through.
Chargers 35, Raiders 25.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And off to Gentile. 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They go play action. Here's Smith. He sends this one to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and
Shotgun snap to Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
gain of 6.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Giving this to Denty. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
All right, here we go. Second down.
13 next. Hey, we go. Check 59, cover. Hey, go flip her up.
From the gun, Smith. All the time in the world. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
58-yard attempt.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
They needed a few things to go right to make a comeback. And the first one, well, you had to. That was not a want to. That was a have to with that field goal. Without it, tough to imagine overcoming a 2-score deficit, Kate.
He put everything he had into this one. Has it down close. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Herbert now. Looking for a target. Now they flush him out right. Now he takes it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
To the air. 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. 4th down coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Okay, this is going to raise some eyebrows. Surprised he didn't let this one hit down. He fair catches at the 4.
At their own 5-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Headed out right. He's got it downfield near the edge. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, Smith to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Offense in the hurry up here.
63 yards, the gain on the play. That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go play action on first. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Here we go. Gas left.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Smith on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders got to score in a hurry. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
They'll start with a give to Harris. Across midfield at the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down. We've set it down for him at the 38.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
This is Harris on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Herbert now to throw on third. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Raiders have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Smith to the air now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ranging near a minute to play. Second and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Flushed out of the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And that will not be enough for a first down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
It's 4th down.
Middle. No ball. 53. Check 59, cover.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way?
Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Here's White on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Not far away from making a house call right there. What a return. To get all the way across midfield, and now it opens up all sorts of possibilities. Try to push tempo, capitalize on the momentum, or you know what I love right here. This is shot zone time.
Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
13. Motion.
Smith setting the throw. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance.